Hey y'all, it's Curly Nails here and we're back with another video. Okay, so today I will be doing a long French tip set, and while y'all watch me do that, I will also be answering questions. So this is kind of like a watch me work / Q&A. Okay, we're gonna start it off real slow for the first question. So they asked me, how long have you been doing nails? So I've been doing nails for the total of 3 years, but in November it makes 4. Okay, so the next question is, what made you take a leap of faith into becoming a nail tech? Okay, let me try to see if I can keep this answer very short and sweet. So it was 2020 when I started to, look into doing nails. I had about like 4 different jobs at the time. Like I was on my 4th job and I was only 19 years old. So once I got to that last job, that's when I realized that I did not want to work for anybody else. It was just too demanding and it just wasn't how I wanted to live my life. Like I just knew that I was supposed to be doing something better than just working for somebody. So I had a friend at the time, she did hair, and I saw how she was doing good for herself. Like she had 2 cars, she had her own space, and I think at the time she was 22, I believe. So it was very inspirational for me. So I knew that I did not want to do hair, so I was just like, okay, I enjoy nails. I enjoy getting my nails done. I enjoy the idea. And even when I was a kid, I used to do, the little cute designs like they would have on TV, like the little scrape and stamp kits that they had. Like I used to have all of that stuff. So I just knew like maybe this was something that I should revisit. So I ended up ordering a couple of things and saw that it really wasn't as hard as, it seemed, and I enjoyed it. I just became passionate about it, and I just knew like once I got good feedback from everybody else, I was like, okay, like, we working with something. And that's when I just eventually quit my job after I stacked up a couple of checks to pay for a lot of my supplies and stuff. That's when I was like, okay, like, let's do it. And I just want to say a few disclaimers. If my voice sounds a bit stuffy, that's because the weather in Louisiana recently has been up and down. My body don't know what's going on, so I don't know. It's trying to catch up. And then if you hear a baby in the background, that's my daughter. So, I'm trying to get stuff done, but baby's going to be baby, so just don't mind her. Okay, third question. It says, was there ever a time you were nervous about working with others? This is a good question. Okay, so the short answer to this question is yes, because when I first started doing nails, I was working outside of my home. So it was only me and them that I had to worry about, seeing and, whatever. But whenever I moved to the salon setting that I'm at now, it was pretty nerve-wracking at first because you just never know. And it's all women, so it's always a lot of different personalities, different attitudes, but because we all complement each other so well, it's never just too much. But at first, yes, I was very nervous because girls can be mean. Okay, so the next question is, what is some advice you would give to someone wanting to become a nail artist? So my first thing would be patient with yourself, give yourself grace. Don't try to become great overnight. You have to understand that this is something that gets better with time and practice and dedication. You have to dedicate yourself. This is something that takes, just patience. Like I said, don't try to spend too much money at first. You need to see if this is something that you really want to do. So, buy the cover colors, like the nudes and all of that. Don't try to buy all the different color acrylics. Don't try to buy all the different color gel polishes. Just keep it real simple so that you have time to actually grasp the concept of doing nails, and don't burn your pockets too soon because it gets really expensive super fast. Yeah. Okay, so this next question is making me laugh because I only have one scenario that came to my mind. Okay, so the question is, what was your craziest experience with the client other than the suing bitch? Okay, so y'all not gonna believe this. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, so one day, it was like a regular day, whatever. I had a client come in and she got dropped off by her man. And I saw when they pulled up, like, he was driving reckless, like he was speeding through the parking lot. And it's just like, bro, it's always busy traffic where we work. If you've been to the shop, then you know, like, it's always people almost getting into accidents right there. Like, you cannot be speeding through there. And when they pulled up, bro, they just grasped my attention, like they just, whatever. So she got out, and I'm in the prep stage right now, so I'm pushing her cuticle back, whatever. So y'all, I'm not even halfway into the set. I think the man her dude had just literally pulled off, and she gets a call, and she like, what you mean? Where you at? Like, what do you mean? Okay, hold up. Okay, hold up. Here I come. Right? And I'm looking like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? Okay, so turns out that her man ended up getting in a wreck as soon as he pulled out of the parking lot, y'all. He hit somebody. So the man that he hit was trying to call the police, right? He trying to call them, and he's trying to get the man to cooperate, give his insurance, like this exchange insurance or whatever. But the man was not, her dude was not trying to cooperate. So he ended up like coming back. She was like, basically trying to let me know like she'll be back or something. It was something, but she said that they had to go. They had to get up out of there because that car that he hit the man in, that car, she said that was a rental that they had for about 7 months. Baby, that's no longer a rental, sweetheart. That is no longer a rental. You stole that car. So he ended up coming back by, picked her up, and they left. 10 minutes, I don't even know if it was 10 minutes later, but we ended up seeing the police circling the area looking for the car. We seen them pull over a car that looked like their car, so we knew that that's who they were looking for. And she ended up calling me saying, can we reschedule, or I'm finna come back. And I'm just like, girl, like, the police, they're looking for y'all. But I ain't gonna fake like they ain't offered to get the man car fixed, because they said they knew somebody in the city, and they was saying like, we can get your car fixed, we'll pay for it, whatever. But I know that the man must have picked up that it was something fishy going on. It had to been something going on, because for one, this is a nice vehicle, and y'all ain't even trying to get the police involved. It's not clicking. Something's going on. So I know that's why he kept pushing the issue. So you know what? Like, it was crazy. That was a crazy experience, and it just was unfolding in front of our eyes. Like, man, we was geeked up about that for like probably the rest of the day. The next question is, are you tired of doing Frenchies? And the short answer to this question is yes. Like, I'm so tired of doing Frenchies. Like, it's a cute look. It's simple. It's cute. It can go with anything and everything. It's classy. It's a classic. But I'm so tired of doing Frenchies. Like, I can't even explain how tired I am of doing Frenchies, but I'm going to do them every time. And I'm doing them good. But yes, I am definitely tired of it. The next question is, do you ever think about opening your own salon, your own nail salon? And yes, like, it crosses my mind a lot. I definitely want to open up my own, spot. I don't know if I want it to fully be a salon. I know I want it to be an intimate setting for me and my clients. I don't want other nail techs in my shop, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy where I'm at, but I know that the atmosphere that we have in there is not easily replaceable. It's not easily, you don't get there everywhere. I feel like where I am in life right now is where I'm supposed to be, but I know that when it's time for me to move on up, I'm going to want my own spot. And yeah, but I definitely think about that so much. The next question is, do you ever want to do something different with your life other than nails? And yes, I do. Excuse me. I do want to do something different with my life, but I feel like right now, what I see for myself is in the nail industry. As far as teaching people how to do it, like, I would want to open up my own, like, I don't know, school, like a cosmetology school. I would want to, go into that. But I feel like, some things are so far, not far-fetched, but some things I feel like we don't always have to look so far into our life to just like try to figure out what I'm gonna do 20 to 40 years right now. Like, I'm learning to just live in the moment, work on what I'm working on. And because I know things happen, like things that we don't even expect to happen. I know God moves things and he allows things to happen at their own timing. It's like, I really just don't even know where I'm gonna be like further on in life. I just know right now this is what I'm doing, this is what I enjoy right now, but who's to say? Like, I have no clue. I have no clue, honey. I'm just winging it. But one thing I do know is that I am gonna be successful, hopefully at that time, further down the line, my money is working for me and I'm not working for the money. That's the goal. The next question is doing nails frustrating in any way? And the answer is yes. Like, some days the acrylic is too runny, some days it dries too fast, some days the nail art just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Some days, the clients get on your nerves. Some days you're just not having a great day. Like, doing nails is really just like any other job, I would say, any other profession or career. It does get frustrating, but when you enjoy it, I mean, those things don't outweigh the good. Another question is, well, this is nice. It says, what does doing nails do for you other than income? Doing nails for me, it makes me smile. Like, this is a happy question for me because it's very therapeutic. Like, I enjoy doing nails so much that it does not feel like a job, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm having a bad day, it's just being able to just release all of my stress. It's like a stress ball. Like, I don't know, like, just how watching it is satisfying. That's what it is for me sometimes. Like, it's good, and also like it allows me to connect with other women in ways that I probably wouldn't be able to if I was just in a regular setting doing a regular thing. Like, I enjoy making people feel good. A lot of people are insecure about their hands, but I enjoy making them feel more confident. Like, I enjoy being that therapist for them when they need it. It does a lot for me. It's very fulfilling, and I feel like it's part of my purpose. The next question is, what are the pros and cons of being a business owner? So a few pros are being able to make your own schedule, being able to do what you enjoy, being able to say that you built something from the ground up, having your own brand. The cons are, I would say, the financial part of it, like knowing how to pay yourself, taxes. Cons are people not taking your job serious, so people look down on you a lot. Depending on what it is, I would say as a nail tech, we get looked down on a lot. What else? Like, cons, yeah. People not want to pay you your worth. People don't think that you're charging fairly. Stuff like that. Those are the cons. But I would say the pros outweigh the bads. Like, you can weed out the bad clients. Like, by the way that you operate, you're going to know what clients are for you and the clients that you need to get rid of. Okay, so the next question is, do you plan on having any more babies? If so, when? I do want to have at least one more kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do want my baby to have a sibling, but it's definitely gonna have to be when I'm married. It's gonna have to be by my husband. I do not want any more kids out of wedlock, baby. The next question is, how long did it take for you to learn how to do nails? So if we're talking about the basics, like the acrylic application and stuff, I would say it took me at least 4 to 5 months to, reach a comfortable spot for me to start accepting clients. But I feel like nails in general, that's something that you're continuously having to like learn because there's different trends that come out. There's just a lot that you're always having to teach yourself. So I'm still learning, to be quite honest. Okay, the next question is, what's the most popular design? Hands down, I would say French tip, because if you're scrolling down your Explore page, if you're scrolling down Pinterest, baby, all you see is different types of designs on top of French tip. French tip is definitely number one, I would say. Oh, somebody asked me, how's baby M? Emery is good, y'all. Like, Emery is so smart. Of course, she's walking, dang near running for real. She's talking really good. Like, of course, she doesn't really just say her sentences or nothing because she's like one, but she definitely says words very clearly. She is like, bro, she's so smart. Babies these days are so smart. Like, I know everybody say their baby is smart, but Emery is smart, y'all. And man, she's so sweet, so loving. She's a kid, so of course she's curious. She is energetic, but I love my baby. She's good. Thank you for asking. The next question is, what advice would you give younger you? I would tell myself to be patient, to enjoy being a child, to enjoy not having any responsibilities, to listen to mama, and yeah, like that's it. Okay, this question is, what's your biggest life lesson? Okay, so I feel like my biggest life lesson that I would never forget is to just trust in God. Like, no matter the circumstances, no matter what it looks like, to understand that there's nothing that God cannot do, there's nothing that God cannot bring you out of. He will always be there no matter who leaves, who walks away. God is always there, and to just believe that everything will be okay. Like, that's my life lesson. That's something I will never ever forget. I will forever live by that. The next question is, what are your client pet peeves? So number one, I would say no call, no shows. Like, people that just don't even let you know that they're not coming. That's my number one. Number two, when you're getting your nails done, you don't want to relax your hands. Like, you're just really, really strong handed, real tense. That baby, that hurts my hands. My hands be cramping up. Number three, not being able to stay still for your nail art. Number four is asking for a lot of designs but not really wanting to pay the price. Number five, just being rude all around, just coming in acting like somebody owe you something. Baby, you can get up and get out. Number five, what number I'm on? Let's move on. Okay, so the next question is, how do you juggle being a mom and still making time for yourself? So I would say that I have a lot of help. Her dad, like, even when we were together, like, I would always be able to just let him, like, I'll say, can you keep her? I'm gonna go do something. Can you get her? I need to take a nap. Like, it will be like that and it'll be good. Or, just say, for instance, if you're still with your partner or whatever and y'all want to do something, like, let their grandparents get them, or, I would say it does take a lot of effort. Even when it's just a simple let me take a little hour to myself. I'm gonna take a little shower. I'm gonna take me a little nap. And now that I'm single, I feel like it's easier because it's not two people demanding something from me that I don't have to give to myself. So it's like, okay, yeah, I would let my mom keep my baby, or it would be his day for him to have the baby, and I just say, even if I'm just working, like, even if I'm just, man, taking naps. I done mentioned that about 4 or 5 times. Like, I just love a good nap, y'all. Like, you need help. It takes a village for sure, but it's definitely not impossible. Reading your Bible too, like, you get lost in everything that's going on around you, that you for sure have to make God your number one so that he can work things out for you as well, because we can't do things by our own strength. We definitely need God. So I would say as well, make sure that God is in the mix, and it'll be easier too. The next question is, how has motherhood been treating you? Motherhood has been treating me very well. I must say it has been a very beautiful experience. Like, having your own kid is definitely a beautiful thing. You do have to make sure that, you take the time to just take the time and time out for yourself. Like, because you can get caught up in these roles, like you're a mom, and then for some you're a wife, and for some you're a girlfriend, and for some, like, it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. And I would say, if you don't have any kids, please take your time. Do not play the dangerous game, baby. Like, if you ain't ready, you don't need to be doing nothing. Yeah, you don't need to be doing all this. Sit on down. But it has been it's been a beautiful experience, I would say. Like, very humbling. It has put a lot of things into perspective for me. Like, I love it. I love motherhood. I'm a mother, and it has changed me. Man, I swear to God, I just feel like my whole persona, like, I haven't changed completely, but just being a mother has made me very sensitive to a lot of things. Like, very sensitive, very aware. I am much more intentional with things. Like, motherhood is doing me very good. And before I keep going, I just want to say shouts out to y'all who left me these questions. Like, y'all did not play. Like, I feel like I have enough questions to really answer, like, for the rest of this video. I'm already past the middle part of this video, and I still have questions left. I just want to say thank y'all so much for helping me out. And yes, I appreciate y'all. And someone said, no question, but do another story time. The first one had me entertained, for real. Yeah, if y'all want me to do another story time, I'll do y'all one. But just like this video and comment story time, and I can see what other stories I could tell y'all without getting messy. Because, y'all, I know y'all like that drama. But I don't want everything to just be based off that. But I would definitely do more story times. Just let me know. Let me know. Someone asked, what's the hardest nails to do? So for me, I can't really say a shape because I would say, okay, for shape wise, it's almond shape, and it's not necessarily like shaping it, but it's the laying acrylic. It's just making sure that, the acrylic is rounded. I would say, because I don't do it that much, that's the hardest shape for me to do. But design wise, I would say flames or open hearts. Those are very hard to do. And there's other designs that's hard. I just can't think of them right now, but those are off the dome. Top 3, yeah. Next question is, if you could go back and change any perspective of your life, what would it be? I would say I would change, like, I probably wouldn't have had sex so soon. Like, I would have waited till marriage, because I just feel like I ain't need to be doing all that. The next question is, was being a nail tech a passion at first? Honestly, yes, it was. Like, I was very into it from the beginning. After I started doing it and it became a therapy, I became passionate about it very early on. Like, I was not driven by the money. I'm still not driven by the money. I just honestly enjoy what I do, and it's just the plus getting paid for it. The next question is, what's the biggest goal you want to reach in your nail tech career? That's a good question. I would say, I definitely want to get pretty big on YouTube. That is one of my big goals. I want to, like I said earlier, I do want to start teaching. I don't know if it would be in a classroom setting or if it would be, well, I know I'm doing it right now. I'm teaching, but I just want to be known for what I do. Like, I don't want to be famous or anything, but I definitely want to have probably my own nail brand or my own nail store. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of big goals in this, so I don't know what my top goal is, but those were just a few. Hey y'all. Okay, so I am done with the questions. I know I said it was a couple more left, but they're all pretty similar to the ones I've already answered. So if you guys would like to, don't mind the background, there's Emery playing with her toys. But if you guys would like, more videos like this, leave the comment down below letting me know. If you want more story times, let me know. Give me ideas on what type of story times to give, and I got y'all. I appreciate you guys for watching me, and have a great